Hey everybody, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm super glad you can join me. It's a beautiful spring morning and it's so funny to talk about the weather because you can't control it, but it's so enjoyable even on its most wicked days. In fact, I kind of enjoy those. So anyway, no, this is just a very gentle, easy, nice spring morning, and I hope you've been having a lovely morning. I took a couple weeks off. I don't know if you noticed or not, you probably didn't, but I've come back after my little spring breaky, almost summer vacation, really in the mindset of vacation. And I thought, how appropriate, because this is the topic that I'm going to dive into now that spring is here, school is finishing up for a lot of folks. And if you're not, somebody who does have kids, although I think most of my clients and friends and everyone does have kids or is at least affected by that school schedule. Now's the time to start planning vacation and seeing how you're going to use that downtime, because Americans apparently do not use their vacation time, and that's a problem for sure. And I'm not going to get into all of the reasons why you need to take a vacation. You need to take a vacation. And I think a couple of months ago, there was some poll, and everyone was saying I would break up with a relationship just to go on vacation right now, because everyone is feeling really, kind of pushed to the max, depleted a little bit. We can say we're burnt out. We've been handling a lot for an extended amount of time on different areas of our life, not just with the health issue that has been affecting all of us in different ways, but also with politics, and then with having to figure out healthcare because of closures and things. Everyone is feeling this crunch of, how our world is transforming, and it does take a toll. It really does. So all the more reason to step back from it. I look back on last summer, even though it was a pandemic and we weren't supposed to be doing stuff. My husband and I definitely were fortunate enough to be able to recreate outdoors quite a bit. And we weren't very social about it, but we did get out there and do all of that. So when I think about a regular, because all the events were gone. The farmers market was, partially, the events downtown where there's like music on Main, or art walks every month, or, just all of those little things that go on in all the small towns around. And last year we didn't do any of them, and we didn't go and hang out with our friends the way we might, or something like that. We just laid really low, but still kept up our activity level. And I'm just like, how did we ever fit all of that in? I was, feeling like we were very busy, even though we weren't doing a bunch of busy stuff. Because sometimes we say yes, and it's ends up being kind of busy rather than truly fulfilling and enjoying. And that is the vacation mindset. So whether or not you're planning a vacation for this summer or a little bit farther out, or if you are, I'm going to have vacation mindset every day. This is a really easy way to change your mindset about the busy pace of our life and what's required of us all the time. It's insane, it really is. And everything that we take in through, media and whatever. And right now, you're watching this and you're having to digest what I'm saying and, take in more information. It's a lot. There's a ton of info out there right now. It's a great thing, but we need to figure out how to still have our sense of peace and calm in our life, because I really think that is what most of us are searching for, is a sense of everything is okay. And we think that means because we've stabilized everything, but actually it means that we're okay no matter what the change brings. There's been a lot of changes this year. So let's really pull back a little bit, see where we can, take a different mindset to all of the rushing and trying to keep up with everything. Give ourselves a little bit of permission to go on vacation. Again, whether it's just for a weekend or whether it's for 2 weeks, or, you know, like in Europe, or like, see you in September, you know, and no one expects anybody, you know, we're on holiday or however they say it. And it sounds lovely. And us overworked Americans are just not very good at that. So let's get better. And I remember one of you asking earlier in one of my high performance coaching sessions, she said, how do you not hate your life? And I'm just like, yeah, I know, right? But this, you know, even if just adopting this mindset can really help you to ease into your life a little bit better and navigate it a little bit better. So let's get started. I'm going to just have a little sip of my tea here though, because I've said it before, but tea in my office with y'all. So I'm about to be opening up my office. I'm not sure about this, but maybe this fall, and we'll be inviting, you know, everybody to come on in person and have some tea with me. We'll talk about what's going on. Maybe you want a tarot reading, maybe you want some energy work, maybe you want a custom blend of essential oils. I am definitely going to be offering that out a little bit more, because it is time to get more bodies in here to drink tea with me. It's tempting to say get back to normal. We're not getting back to normal, guys. We're getting back to our life on our terms. And why not those be, you know, including some vacation terms? Wouldn't that be nice? So let's get started first, though, by taking some deep breaths. I want us to just start off that mindset, and it's like a vibe in your body when you breathe real deep. I'm going to set my tea down. When you breathe real deep, there's this vibe that tells your body that, okay, that everything is okay, that we're good to go. For real. There's no doubt about it that our breathing definitely affects everything. So if we're rushed and hurried, we are not going to know if we're in danger or not, because our body interprets that breathing signal as being in danger. And we don't want that. We want to be easygoing, flow through our day. There's no problem until something's on fire. Maybe that's what's our level of problem in our life. And society requires us to have a problem level of everything being urgent, everything being fast, everything being go, go, go. And that might just be a perception, because I tell you what, I was in a small town office the other day and they were not moving fast. And I was just like, where's your supervisor? But there was, you know, it was fine. It was no big deal. And we should all be a little bit more on that vibe, I think, instead of always feeling rushed. One of my high performance clients, she really loves my flower essences. And she said that she's been experimenting with time since quitting this stressful job that she had, and always having to be rushing and on and go, go, go. And she's like, it's like a whole new thing. Like, I don't have to be in urgent mode anymore. And I'm like, that takes a toll. If you're in urgent mode for 20 hours, I mean, what do you think that does to your body and your mind and your spirit? So let's breathe. In through the nose, way down deep into the belly, as expansive as you can be with your breath. Maybe put both feet on the floor like a good little meditator. And we're just going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. That's a perfect exercise, I think, for just about anyone in any situation. It's not complicated. It feels really good. We'll do it maybe 3 times. All right, ready? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And that's it. Thanks for breathing with me. That's a breathing exercise, folks. I've been telling my clients for years and years and years to do breathing exercises, and they're like, I don't know how to breathe. How you do? It's actually pretty easy. So let's get started with what I have for you today. This is how to adopt a vacation mindset. And like I said earlier, I just got off of a vacation. It was really hard to clear my schedule enough to put the kind of brakes on, whoa, 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 I'm not available, or, you know, this is going to have to wait, or hi, I'm back and I'm swamped. Like, and I have been very, very, very determined to continue that vacation vibe. In fact, I felt better on vacation than I do normally. Like, as soon as I got back to my desk, I was all like, eh. And I was like, what happened on vacation? We were whitewater rafting and camping for 5 days. And it just was really great to sleep on the ground and outdoors and to be on the river all day. And yeah, we had a marvelous time. So coming back to real life was, it showed me where all my usual aches and pains are, and I'm not letting that creep back in. That was too good. Most people, when they get off of vacation, they like check their emails right away. We went to get ice cream, and one of the gals from our group was like, so did you have a lot of calls and emails? And I'm like, I haven't even turned that on yet. Like, I'm still on vacation. I am getting ice cream, you know, like, you have to have those kinds of boundaries. So we're going to talk about all of that. And for some of you, your goal may be to live as though you're on vacation and work and all that. Stay with me, because my next series is going to be all about that, how to feel like you're on a working staycation. So first step, observe your current state of thinking. This is the first step in just about everything. It is important to see what's going on in your head. So what does time off mean to you? What does it bring up? Does it bring up stress? Does it bring up a list of to-dos? Does it bring up problems? Does it bring up feelings of not being deserving of it? Pressure, like I shouldn't be taking time off? Do you really think that you deserve a vacation? Like, are you, you know, on a productivity level is what we usually rate that on, but everybody deserves a vacation and needs to take time off, whether you feel like you need one or not. How will you use your time off? Now, vacations aren't just for going and visiting or going and doing the fun park thing and then coming back and going back to the grind. You could use your vacation to volunteer or to go on some kind of, I want to say like a quest of some sort. And also, do you need to be busy to prove that you're not lazy? We are pressured on how much of our output, how much efficiency, how much did you get done today? How much do you grind? And that's not really indicative of whether or not you're, quote, lazy. You can get a lot done in a very leisurely manner and not let the pressures of the outside world dictate how you meet the present moment. That's really what it's all about. Work ethic is great. Getting things done, we're all about it. I love productivity. But all that productivity isn't just to be busier. You with me? This one, look at this girl. She looks like she knows what's going on. Step number 2, unplug. These days, I think it's almost, people don't believe me sometimes when I say, okay, I'm going to be out of cell phone service for 5 days. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't check that? What do you mean you can't help me? What do you mean you can't do that? And I'm like, I'm gone. You're going to mentally punch out. You have to stop checking things. You have to stop doing favors for people. You have to stop focusing on housework or everything else that doesn't fit the vibe, whether it's for a weekend or an evening or 2 weeks. You probably need to physically change your location. Staycations are great, but they don't quite do the trick, right? You don't have to go anywhere crazy. You could house swap with someone or just get, a cabin somewhere or, take a quick road trip. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Put limits on your screen time. The more we consume visually and that have to process through our brain, the more we're using up our ability to process everything. All right, step 3. Whoa, there it all is in one shot. You need to manage your expectations. So are you going to see everything? Are you going to make everybody happy? Are you going to travel? When we were on vacation, I was 3 hours away from one of my best friends and we just couldn't quite fit it in. And I was just like, oh, next time. But I have friends everywhere. So make things easy. Arrange for extra help. Absolutely. Give in to some conveniences. That's fine if you're on vacation. And skip those B-list attractions like the House of Mud. It can go. Give yourself some buffer room. Only plan out a section of the day or 2 sections of the day with breaks in between, and give yourself time to maybe get lost a little bit or not know what you're doing so you're not stressed. And then do your homework for sure. I like to know, oh, here are the things not to miss. Oh, here's when that museum's open so I can plan accordingly, but don't get overboard with that either. But it's nice to know kind of what you're doing and anticipate a little bit and not feel rushed or flustered. So kind of a balance of all of those things. We went simple this last time with our menu. Usually when we go whitewater rafting, we might do a big extravagant meal and or a day of meals and then we take our turn. But this time it was just been like kind of just feeding ourselves, and we're like ramen and instant and chicken wraps for the day, and we're good. We're not cooking big stuff and being all, because I love camp cooking, but we kept it simple and it made things a lot easier. It really, really did. All right, step number 4. I love this, how she's just exploring. And, you can explore anywhere you are. You don't have to be in some big exotic location, but just as long as you make sure that you're taking it in as some kind of nourishing experience. That's really what self-care is. It's a series of nourishing experiences. This tea is self-care. The shower I took this morning is self-care, but you need it on your itinerary. So you have to stick to those routines. And in fact, my hubby and I, we slept great. We were in bed by the time the moon and the stars were out above our tent. Oh, we have this marvelous tent. And we were up with the sun every morning and it was great. Sleep, nutrition, exercise. And then, how do you wrap that into how you're going to be a tourist or visit? Be decadent. Choose something that feels like a splurge. It doesn't have to be a huge splurge, but something that you feel like you're getting back on this. Like, this is for me and I love it. And then reflect daily. Keep a little journal, whether it's a video log or, you're writing it out old school style or sending something to yourself, so that you can kind of regroup and recap what happened and how you were feeling and what the interesting thing was that happened along the way. And then also pamper yourself a little bit. So maybe that means slowing things down, finding a spa appointment along the way, or having, so my husband and I, even though we camped outside for 5 nights and by most people's standards, we're really roughing it, but we were actually quite comfortable. We had 2 hotel rooms on either end of that trip, and it was really nice. So it's, a little bit of both is totally fine. So this is how you're going to approach your vacation. We're going to talk a lot more in the coming weeks about how you're going to, next week, keep exercising while you're on vacation. The next week after that, how are you going to keep out of the drive-through while you're on vacation? The week after that, how to be productive while being on vacation. And it's not what you think. It's not what you think. No worky work. And stress relieving exercises, I think, is another one for traveling. I can't quite remember how it goes. And then the last one that I'm going to do on this is how to make the vacation vibe last. And that is my mission in life. A little bit of work, a little bit of play, a little bit of rest. And I think that that's, that's moving into my staycation mindset, which I'm going to tackle after all that. So stay with me for every Wellness Wednesday. Might be playing around with the time here because I think I want to go back to my dance class, which one of the mornings is Wednesday morning at 9. So I might be bumping this back a little bit in the day. I'll, let you know. And until next time, I want you to check what's going on in your head. Make sure that you're aware of what you're telling yourself about how hard you're working or how you should just suck it up or how, you can't get away because you're too important. Everybody needs a break, and I hope you take yours. Be well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.